Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The only solution to Daphne's betrayal is to implement Hope's 3 demands on Carter. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan might have 3 demands for defrauding Carter Walton. The only way to make up for Carter's betrayal of Daphne Rose might be to follow Hope's instructions. So let's discuss what she will anticipate from him. 1. Daphne and Carter will no longer have private meetings. First of all, since Hope is aware that Carter and Daphne have been kissing, it is clearly not a good idea for them to be alone. Hope will still be in shock over what she saw because it was a painful blow to watch Daphne make her move and lock lips with Carter. According to B&B spoilers, Hope will confront Carter during the week of March 3rd to 7th and bring up the fact that she witnessed his treachery. Carter can express regret for becoming engrossed in Daphne's moment and consider what he can do to make things right. At that point, Hope might state that she no longer feels at ease with Carter and Daphne holding private talks behind closed doors. 2. Hope will now be in charge of perfume-related matters. Of course, Hope might try to keep Carter and Daphne apart completely by claiming that going forward, SHE will manage anything pertaining to scent. Hope might say that she can act as a mediator between Carter and Daphne if there is something that needs to be discussed. In order to make it plain that Daphne will not approach Carter again, Hope will also confront her for her part in the treachery. Hope may threaten to take action if Daphne doesn't comply. 3. Daphne ought to be gradually removed from the company. It's not as if they can pull it off overnight, as Daphne's scent line recently started and became an immediate hit. Although Hope acknowledges that they must continue to carry Daphne's line for the time being, she may believe that they can eventually phase her out and continue producing perfumes without her. Hope could believe that they can collaborate on perfumes with someone else without it hurting the line's success now that Daphne has given Forrester Creations the initial push they needed to venture into fragrances. Since Daphne has a contract, things may get complicated, but Hope would encourage Carter to find a way to fire her anyhow, at least until the public and media stop talking about her. We'll give you more predictions on Hope's rage and updates on any significant news that may come out because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that she will demand some significant changes regarding Daphne. Carter wants to reverse takeover, thus he hopes to fight. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, Hope Logan witnessed the person she believed to be her true love kissing another woman, and not just any woman. Steffi Forrester Finnegan was the only lady Hope would have been worse off seeing. Brooke Logan would have symbolized the ultimate betrayal and winked back at the Deacon Sharp plot point where Bridget Forrester was emotionally shattered and Hope was conceived, according to my second soap opera theory. Walton, Carter, gave in. Given Daphne Rose's powerful, seductive perfume and homage to the fragrance line's success, no man can blame him. Her in with Daphne Rose. After getting in touch with Daphne, Steffi took her to town. As part of a covert scheme to retake Forrester Creations, Hilaire's seductive persona was prepared to go undercover for her friend. Like everyone else, Carter was captivated by Daphne's presence. As designed, the alluring scents she wears cause halting reflexes. But Carter has gradually grown drunk with Daphne's femininity. Although he and Hope are together, their romance hasn't lasted too long. Hope saw that Carter's heart is open to all possibilities because there is no foundation without footers. Extra listening at Forrester Creations. Another day, yet another gorgeous piece of apparel, and now jewelry design. Nevertheless, spectators witnessed another eavesdropping session. It was with apprehension that Hope spoke with Zend Forrester Dominguez. She has witnessed the relationship between Daphne, whose strength and authority are indisputable, and her new love interest. Hope, however, was surprised to see Carter kissing a lady so quickly. Hope will face additional obstacles as a result of that woman becoming Daphne. Noelle's character was unaware that Daphne had pushed for the retention of Hope for the future in the event that Carter struck a deal with the Forresters to give them back control of the business. Naturally, Hope is concerned about losing Carter, her line, and any potential influence at FC in the future. Carter Walton getting nearer to the edge of things. When thinking about undoing what he has done, one may say that Carter is retrenchment. However, he is getting closer to it. Even if they reach a legal agreement, there is no assurance that Ridge Forrester in particular won't fire Carter. Because Steffi believes Hope was decisive in changing Carter's views in recent months, she may see the benefit of giving him another chance at redemption. It's difficult to predict John McCook's character Eric Forrester's potential response. He tends to be forgiving and open to second opportunities. However, he specifically mentioned the affair between Carter and Quinn Fuller. Soon, viewers will learn if Carter does what he believes is right and returns the keys to the Forresters as a result of Daphne's deliberate pressure. A second perspective on this story, though, is that Daphne might entice Carter to turn away from Hope and toward herself. The Bold and the Beautiful take a dramatic turn after Daphne's startling disclosure. Daphne's stunning admission is at the heart of the stunning drama that has been presented in the most recent episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful. As secrets are exposed, relationships are put to the test, and the lives of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families are upended, this plot has left viewers in shock. This is a thorough account of what transpired before Daphne's startling admission and its far-reaching effects. The scene, Los Angeles, sees a rise in tensions. The Forrester families and their colleagues' lives are entwined in a web of love, treachery, and ambition in the typical glitz and intrigue of Los Angeles, where the drama opens. A relatively new figure who is becoming more and more important is Daphne, who has been subtly making her way into the Forresters' inner circle. Some people love her because of her brains and charisma, while others are suspicious of her. Daphne's professional function at Forrester Creations, where she has rapidly advanced through the ranks, is the source of her relationship to the Forresters. Her private life is much more intricate, though. Although the specifics of their relationship are unknown, she has been covertly associated with one of the most well-known characters on the show. As the narrative progresses, it becomes evident that Daphne is concealing a shocking secret that has the potential to alter everything. The Initiator, an unfortunate meeting. A high-stakes altercation at Forrester Creations brings the tension to a head. Steffi Forrester, who has become more dubious of Daphne's intentions, has cornered her. Steffi has always been cautious of strangers who approach her family too closely, since she is a protective matriarch in training. She has a gut feeling that Daphne is concealing something, and she is resolved to find out what it is. The scenario is made more complicated by the fact that Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan are also coping with marital difficulties. Ever the optimist, Brooke attempts to arbitrate between Daphne and Steffi by advising everyone to maintain their composure. But Ridge becomes increasingly irritated with the ongoing drama at Forrester Creations and adopts a more combative stance. He presses Daphne for answers, which prepares her for her startling confession. The disclosure, an unspoken secret. Daphne eventually comes clean in a heart-stopping moment. She explains that she has been concealing a life-changing secret, that she is the long-lost daughter of a significant character in the show, while sobbing and speaking tremblingly. Everyone in the room is shocked by this discovery and finds it difficult to comprehend the ramifications. The news is especially heartbreaking for Steffi. The prospect of an outsider gaining a place in the Forrester family's inner circle is nearly unbearable for her, who had always taken pride in being their pillar of support. However, Brooke has greater empathy and can see the anguish and vulnerability in Daphne's eyes. Ridge is caught between his increasing sense of duty to Daphne and his allegiance to his family. Daphne's genuine intentions are also called into question by the revelation. Is she truly looking for a sense of belonging and connection, or has she been playing tricks on the Forresters all along? Alliances change and old scars are resurrected as the characters struggle with these issues. The repercussion, relationships put to the test. The ramifications of Daphne's admission are profound for all parties concerned. It makes Steffi's fears about her role in the family worse. She starts to wonder if Ridge, her father, will put Daphne above her, which sparks a string of furious clashes. Ever the mediator, Brooke makes an attempt to reconcile Steffi and Daphne, but she encounters opposition. Ridge, meanwhile, must face his own history. After Daphne's disclosure, he is forced to face up to sad memories and make tough choices regarding his future. As they work together to deal with the aftermath, his relationship with Brooke is put to the test. A gap develops between mother and daughter as a result of Brooke's unrelenting support for Daphne, which puts her at odds with Steffi. The drama also involves the Spencer family. Daphne's disclosure surprises Thomas Spencer, who has been romantically associated with her. He wonders if their relationship was ever sincere and feels deceived. Thomas's intermittent romantic interest, Hope Logan, sees a chance to reignite their romance, which makes things even more complicated. The journey of Daphne, the emotional core. Daphne's emotional journey is key to this plot. Her disclosure is a very intimate moment that exposes her humanity and weakness. It's not merely a plot twist. Daphne has to face the repercussions of her actions and make a decision about her future once the dust settles. She must strike a careful balance between claiming her position in the family and honoring the bounds of those who came before her, as her relationship with the Forresters is irrevocably altered. Though tense, her interactions with Steffi, Brooke, and Ridge also provide genuine moments of understanding and connection. The plot of Daphne also examines issues of forgiveness, identity, and belonging. She is compelled to face challenging realities about herself and others around her as she struggles with her background and her position in the Forrester family. Her experience serves as a reminder that the most gripping drama, even in the glitzy realm of the bold and the beautiful, stems from human feeling. What will happen to Daphne and the Forresters in the future? Fans are left wondering what the future holds for Daphne and the Forresters as the plot develops. Will their antagonism intensify, or will she be able to gain Steffi's trust? How will Ridge and Brooke handle the difficulties that Daphne's presence in their life presents? What part will Hope and Thomas play in the drama that is developing? There is no doubt that Daphne's stunning admission has paved the way for many more surprises. The characters in The Bold and the Beautiful will have to face their darkest desires and anxieties as alliances change and secrets keep coming to light. Fans may anticipate many surprises in the upcoming episodes, as the story is far from ended. In conclusion, this episode is a must-watch. The ongoing attraction of The Bold and the Beautiful is demonstrated by Daphne's stunning admission. This plot has enthralled viewers and left them anxiously awaiting what will happen next because of its gripping characters, profound emotional depth, and intense drama. You won't want to miss this episode, regardless of how long you've been a fan or how new you are to the show. To fully experience the effect of Daphne's bombshell revelation, watch Monday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful on CBS or Paramount+. One thing is evident as the Forresters, Logans, and Spencer's lives continue to converge: nothing in the B&B world is ever what it seems. A week of high-stakes drama on The Bold and the Beautiful, Daphne's disclosure and Bill's concern. The drama on The Bold and the Beautiful escalated this week as Daphne's unexpected disclosure rocked the Forrester and Spencer families, and Bill Spencer's mounting concerns exacerbated the already tense situation. This week's episodes were an emotional roller coaster, with alliances changing, relationships being tested, and secrets being revealed. This is a thorough account of what transpired. The scene: a network of secrets and doubt. In Los Angeles, where the lives of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families are entwined in a complicated web of love, treachery, and ambition, the week started with the customary glitz and intrigue. Due to her enigmatic past and increasing prominence inside the company, Daphne, a rising star at Forrester Creations, has been the focus of attention. Although she has gained allies due to her brains and charisma, her hidden nature has also drawn criticism. Bill Spencer, the Spencer family's strong and frequently cruel patriarch, has been battling his own problems in the meantime. He's been on edge due to his worries about Spencer Publications' future and his tense relationship with Katie Logan. Bill's concerns grow more intense during the week, which results in a number of dramatic encounters. Daphne's disclosure, a startling disclosure. When Daphne finally shared her long-kept secret, it was the most shocking moment of the week. Daphne revealed that she is the long-lost daughter of a major player in the program during a stressful and emotional moment at Forrester Creations. Everyone in the room was astonished by this news and found it difficult to comprehend its ramifications. The news was especially heartbreaking to Steffi Forrester. Being the pillar of the Forrester family was something she had always taken great pleasure in, so the thought of an outsider taking a position in their inner circle was nearly unbearable. She initially reacted with incredulity and rage, accusing Daphne of using deceit to gain entry into the family. Ever the mediator, Brooke Logan attempted to resolve the conflict by advising everyone to maintain composure and take Daphne's feelings into account. Ridge Forrester's response, though, was more nuanced. He was first taken aback by the disclosure, but he also felt obligated to Daphne, which caused him to disagree with Steffi. Daphne's genuine intentions were also called into question by the admission. Is she truly looking for a sense of belonging and connection, or has she been playing tricks on the Forresters all along? Old wounds were rekindled and loyalties changed as the characters struggled with these issues. Bill's concern and increasing unease. The week was dominated by Daphne's admission, but there was also additional drama from Bill Spencer's mounting concerns. Bigger than life, Bill has always been renowned for his self-assurance and tenacity. However, he feels insecure and worried about the future as a result of recent events. His relationship with Katie Logan has been tense because Katie has become more and more irritated with Bill's work-focused approach and propensity to distance himself from her. Katie accused Bill of ignoring their relationship and putting his business goals ahead of their family during a furious confrontation, which brought the tension to a boil. Concerns regarding Spencer Publications' future added to Bill's anxieties. Given how quickly the media landscape is evolving, Bill has had to face the prospect that his empire might be in jeopardy. His typical confidence has given way to a rising sense of anxiety as a result of this uncertainty, which has made him feel more exposed than before. The repercussion, relationships put to the test. For all parties concerned, the ramifications of Daphne's disclosure and Bill's concerns were profound. Steffi's fears regarding her position within the Forrester family were rekindled by the news. A string of acrimonious arguments resulted from her starting to wonder if her father, Ridge, would put Daphne before her. Ever the mediator, Brooke attempted to reconcile Steffi and Daphne, but she encountered opposition. Ridge was in a difficult situation since he was divided between his duty to his family and his developing sense of duty to Daphne. As they battled through the consequences together, his relationship with Brooke was put to the test. Bill's concerns, however, were becoming worse and resulted in a string of intense altercations. His relationship with Katie was in ruins after their confrontation, and he made a number of dangerous choices because he was worried about Spencer Publications. The scenario became even more complicated as the week went on and Bill's activities started to have unexpected repercussions. The emotional center, susceptibility and adaptability. Themes of resilience and vulnerability were central to this week's play. Daphne's admission was a very intimate moment that exposed her humanity and fragility, not merely a narrative surprise. After everything was said and done, Daphne had to face the repercussions of her behavior and make a decision about her future. She had to strike a careful balance between claiming her position in the family and honoring the bounds of those who came before her, and her relationship with the Forresters was forever altered. Although her encounters with Ridge, Brooke, and Steffi were tense, they also provided opportunities for sincere understanding and connection. In a similar vein, Bill's concerns brought out his fragility in a way that is rarely seen by fans. Bill was known for his self-assurance and tenacity, but his increasing uneasiness served as a sobering reminder that even the most successful people have their moments of uncertainty. He had to face hard realities about himself and his priorities as a result of his issues with Katie and his worries about Spencer Publications. The future, what will happen to Bill and Daphne next? Fans were left wondering about Daphne and Bill's future as the week drew to a conclusion. Will their antagonism intensify, or will Daphne be able to gain Steffi's trust? How will Ridge and Brooke handle the difficulties that Daphne's presence in their life presents? What part will Hope and Thomas play in the drama that is developing? The future is just as unknown for Bill. Is their marriage doomed, or will he be able to mend his relationship with Katie? Will he be able to ensure Spencer Publications' survival, or will his concerns cause his empire to implode? The drama is far from done, that much is clear. The characters in The Bold and the Beautiful will have to face their darkest desires and anxieties as alliances change and secrets keep coming to light. As the lives of the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers continue to converge, the upcoming weeks are sure to bring even more surprises. Conclusion: an unmissable dramatic week. The two main plot points of this week's episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful were Daphne's admission and Bill's concern. The show's lasting appeal was demonstrated by this week's episodes, which included high-stakes drama, emotional depth, and engaging characters. You won't want to miss this week of drama, regardless of how long you've been a fan or how new you are to the series. Watch every moment of this dramatic week of The Bold and the Beautiful on CBS or Paramount+. One thing is evident as the Forresters, Logan's, and Spencer's lives continue to converge: nothing in the B&B world is ever what it seems. Steffi's cry and Hope's threat, a week of vibrant drama on The Bold and the Beautiful. The turmoil on The Bold and the Beautiful escalated this week when Steffi Forrester's emotional outburst and Hope Logan's startling threat rocked the Forrester and Logan households. This week's episodes were an emotional roller coaster, with alliances changing, relationships being tested, and secrets being revealed. This is a thorough account of what transpired. The scene: Los Angeles, sees a rise in tensions. In Los Angeles, where the lives of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families are entwined in a complicated web of love, treachery, and ambition, the week started with the customary glitz and intrigue. Because of her complex relationship with Thomas Forrester, Hope Logan, the kind and frequently upbeat designer at Forrester Creations, has been the focus of attention. This week was the culmination of their tense, intermittent relationship that had been going on for months. The feisty and protective matriarch in training, Steffi Forrester, has been battling her own set of issues in the meantime. She has had a tense relationship with Finn and has become more irritated with Hope's involvement in Thomas's life. Over the course of the week, Steffi's feelings intensify, resulting in a string of intense altercations. The danger to Hope, a startling demand. The most startling event of the week occurred when Hope gave Thomas a startling ultimatum. At Forrester Creations, Hope confronted Thomas about his recent actions, accusing him of controlling her life and manipulating her, in a heated and emotional encounter. She threatened to take extreme steps to defend herself and her family if he didn't back off. The room was rocked by Hope's threat, leaving Thomas speechless and unable to comprehend the ramifications. Thomas has been attempting to gain Hope's trust and demonstrate his progress for months, but her ultimatum made it apparent that she would no longer tolerate him. Hope's patience eventually ran out during this confrontation, which signaled a sea change in their relationship. Hope's genuine emotions were also called into question by the ultimatum. Was there a part of her that still cared for Thomas, or was she just attempting to protect herself? Old wounds were rekindled and loyalties changed as the characters struggled with these issues. Steffi screaming, a fit of emotion. The week was dominated by Hope's threat, but Steffi's emotional outburst added even more drama. Although Steffi has always been a tough and self-assured person, this week she let her emotions to overcome her. During a furious altercation with Hope, Steffi let loose a barrage of rage and frustration, accusing Hope of manipulating Thomas's feelings and wreaking havoc in their household. The intense animosity between the Logan and Forrester families was brought home by Steffi's yelling. Years of rivalry and animosity, together with her mounting annoyance at Hope's involvement in Thomas's life, were the main causes of her outburst. As the altercation intensified, it became evident that Steffi's feelings were motivated by a desire to keep her family safe, even at the expense of alienating Hope. The complicated dynamics between Steffi and Hope were also brought to light by the outburst. Even though they have frequently disagreed, they also respect and understand one another. Their romance was nearly destroyed by this week's altercation, though, and many began to question whether they would ever be able to get back together. The repercussion: relationships put to the test. For all parties concerned, the repercussions of Steffi's yelling and Hope's threat were profound. Hope's ultimatum served as a wake-up call for Thomas, making him face the repercussions of his behavior. He was left struggling with feelings of sorrow and guilt after realizing that his attempts to gain her trust had failed. The emotional outburst marked a turning point for Steffi. It made her face the long-standing conflicts in her family as well as her own fears and weaknesses. Her relationship with Finn was also put to the strain because he found it difficult to sympathize with her and provide support. Ridge and Brooke were caught in the midst of the drama in the meanwhile. Ever the mediator, Brooke attempted to mediate between Hope and Steffi, advising everyone to maintain composure and take into account one another's sentiments. But Ridge and Brooke disagreed because of Ridge's devotion to his family, which resulted in a string of contentious disputes. The emotional center, susceptibility and adaptability. Themes of resilience and vulnerability were central to this week's play. Hope's threat was a very personal moment that exposed her humanity and fragility, not merely a plot twist. After everything was said and done, Hope had to face the repercussions of her behavior and make a decision about her future. She had to strike a careful balance between defending her family and claiming her independence, and her relationship with Thomas was irrevocably altered. Although her encounters with Ridge, Brooke, and Steffi were tense, they also provided opportunities for sincere understanding and connection. In a similar vein, fans rarely witness Steffi's vulnerability before her emotional outburst. Despite her reputation for being strong and self-assured, Steffi's emotional collapse served as a sobering reminder that even the most powerful people have their moments of uncertainty. She was forced to face hard realities about herself and her priorities as a result of her issues with Hope and her worries for Thomas. The future. What will happen to Steffi and Hope next? Fans were left wondering about Hope and Steffi's future as the week drew to a conclusion. Will Hope's demand cause her and Thomas to become estranged forever, or is there still hope for a reconciliation? Will Steffi be able to mend her ties with Hope and Finn and deal with the consequences of her emotional outburst? The drama is far from done, that much is clear. The characters in The Bold and the Beautiful will have to face their darkest desires and anxieties as alliances change and secrets keep coming to light. As the lives of the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers continue to converge, the upcoming weeks are sure to bring even more surprises. Conclusion: an unmissable dramatic week. The main plot points of this week's episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful were Steffi's screaming and Hope's threat. The show's lasting appeal was demonstrated by this week's episodes, which included high-stakes drama, emotional depth, and engaging characters. You won't want to miss this week of drama, regardless of how long you've been a fan or how new you are to the series. Watch every moment of this dramatic week of The Bold and the Beautiful on CBS or Paramount+. One thing is evident as the Forresters, Logans, and Spencer's lives continue to converge: nothing in the B&B world is ever what it seems.